Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Nia Jax is the latest to comment on Triple H's character in WWE 2K25. It's the time of the year when WWE releases its annual video game. The first tease of this took place on Raw's debut on Netflix. A few weeks later, Paul Heyman unveiled the cover of the game, which featured him along with Roman Reigns. As we get close to the release date, which is expected to be in March, more details about the game, like the in-game characters and match types, will be announced along the way. Recently, 2K showcased the character model for Triple H in 2K25. The game was shown presenting the Queen of the Ring crown to Nia Jax in-game. The former WWE Women's Champion commented on the accuracy of the likeness. Triple H has had a legendary career in the WWE. During this time, he won numerous world titles and cemented his legacy as one of the all-time greats. The game was already inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame as part of D-Generation X. However, the company felt this wasn't enough. Ahead of the 2025 Royal Rumble, Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker interrupted the game during a town hall meeting in WWE headquarters to announce that the Cerebral Assassin would headline this year's Hall of Fame. Since then, several legends and critics have given their thoughts on this. Speaking on his Hall of Fame podcast, Booker T seemed happy that the game would headline this year's Hall of Fame before squashing any rumors of animosity between him and the Cerebral Assassin. The gaming and wrestling worlds collided once again with the highly anticipated release of WWE 2K25. And as always, fans and superstars alike were eager to see how their favorite wrestlers were portrayed in the latest edition of the game. But one character in particular stirred up some major conversation: Triple H. As the chief content officer of WWE, Triple H has played a pivotal role in shaping the company's future behind the scenes. However, his in-game character in WWE 2K25 still reflects his legendary career as one of the most dominant wrestlers of all time. And one former WWE champion had a strong reaction after seeing the game's new model, attributes, and moveset in the game. With nostalgia, competition, and maybe even a little bit of rivalry in the air, this former champion took to social media and interviews to share their thoughts on Triple H's portrayal in WWE 2K25, and they didn't hold back. The build-up to WWE 2K25 had been intense. With next-gen graphics, enhanced gameplay, and an expanded roster featuring both legends and current superstars, 2K promised an immersive wrestling experience like never before. One of the biggest talking points, the updated character models and overall ratings. With legends like Triple H, The Undertaker, and The Rock receive high overalls, would modern superstars like Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, and Seth Rollins surpass them? When Triple H's in-game model was finally revealed, fans were left in awe. The developers had gone all out. His long-haired, ruthless aggression look was back as a playable legend, alongside his shaved-head Authority-era version. His infamous sledgehammer-wielding entrance, water-spitting taunt, and iconic DX chops were as crisp as ever. But what truly got people talking was his in-game rating. At 96 overall, Triple H was ranked among the game's all-time greats, putting him on par with Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, and John Cena. For some, this was a fitting tribute to the King of Kings. But for others, especially one former WWE champion, it raised some eyebrows. Shortly after the WWE 2K25 ratings were released, a former WWE champion, who had been both an ally and rival to Triple H over the years, voiced their opinion on the game's in-game rating and portrayal. During a Twitch livestream, none other than CM Punk, a former WWE champion and outspoken critic of authority figures in wrestling, reacted in real time to Triple H's character reveal. Watching the entrance video on screen, Punk leaned back in his chair, raised an eyebrow, and smirked. Of course, look at that. Perfect hair, perfect lighting, perfect everything. If you didn't know better, you'd think Triple H made the game himself. The chat exploded with laughter as Punk continued. 96 overall? Listen, I respect the guy, but let's be honest. If we're talking peak wrestling ability, I don't know if the game should be up there with someone like, say, Bret Hart or Shawn Michaels. I mean, I was out here having 5-star matches every night. Where's my 96 overall? It was classic CM Punk, sarcastic, witty, and unafraid to take shots at the WWE hierarchy, even in video game form. But Punk wasn't the only one to react. Following the buzz around Triple H's 96 overall rating, other WWE stars took to social media to share their thoughts. Seth Rollins. 2K knows what they're doing, but come on. I think my resume in the last few years deserves that 96 spot. Hashtag just saying. Randy Orton. Man, I see Triple H still keeping himself relevant, even in video games. Some things never change. Kevin Owens. So does the game have a mode where you have to beat Triple H just to get a push? Asking for a friend. While most comments were in good fun, it was clear that the 96 overall rating for Triple H was sparking plenty of debate. For those analyzing Triple H's 2K25 stats, it became apparent why his rating was so high. Strength 97. The game's powerful moveset, from spinebusters to pedigrees, made him one of the most physically dominant wrestlers in WWE history. Durability 96. He was known for surviving grueling matches against the likes of The Rock, The Undertaker, and Stone Cold Steve Austin. Technical ability 94. While not a mat technician like Bret Hart, Triple H was an expert in in-ring psychology and pacing a match. Charisma 95. His ability to cut legendary promos and lead factions like DX and Evolution was unmatched. Resilience 98. His comeback factor was incredibly high, especially in matches where he seemed beaten but somehow clawed his way back. While the numbers backed up his 96 overall, the controversy remained. Was it deserved? Or was this another case of Triple H's legacy being protected? As the buzz around his 96 rating reached a fever pitch, Triple H himself finally responded. Taking to X, formerly Twitter, he posted a simple yet classic response. It's just a game, or is it? Hashtag the game, hashtag bowdown. Along with the tweet, he shared a screenshot of his in-game character standing tall over CM Punk's defeated character in a simulated match. The internet went wild. Fans debated, joked, and speculated whether this was just a fun moment or if it could spill into real-life WWE storytelling. One thing was for sure, Triple H knew how to keep himself in the conversation, even in virtual form. While WWE 2K25 was just a game, it had the power to influence real-life storylines. CM Punk, now back in WWE, had unfinished business with Triple H dating back to the infamous pipe bomb promo and their rocky relationship behind the scenes. With WrestleMania 41 approaching, some fans began wondering, could Punk's reaction spark a real-life rivalry with Triple H in WWE? Would Punk reference the 96 overall controversy in an upcoming promo? Could we see a dream match between CM Punk and Triple H to settle things once and for all? If WWE wanted to blur the lines between fiction and reality, this would be the perfect storyline to build upon. Triple H's WWE 2K25 character has done exactly what he always does: command attention, spark debate, and remind the world why he's one of the most influential figures in wrestling history. Whether you believe he deserves his 96 overall rating or think other superstars should rank higher, one thing is certain: Triple H will always be the game, and he's still playing it better than anyone else.